Yes, yes, yes! It is finally time to make this video. A video about the Wakooshi Venus nest. Keep watching because you will want to stick around until the end. It was quite a while ago since Wakooshi sent me the package, but at the time I did not have a colony to put into the nest. Let's unbox this package first. Along with the Venus nest, Wakooshi sent me some other very helpful products I needed dearly. Then it was time to unbox the Venus nest. It's very cool to finally have it in my hands. Back then it was new. Now the Venus nest is a very popular product amongst ant keepers and very well known. You get a red lid with the Venus nest or an optional black lid. Watch this satisfying peel. Ah, lovely. Let's take a closer look at the Venus nest. The design looks sleek and professional. It's a long bar with tons of neat features. The Venus holds 3 150mm tubes that perfectly click into place. The outworld has a very handy turnable lid, making it very easy to close and open. The Venus nest also has this spot with a cap, so you can attach tubing to the Venus nest. Because, let's face it, when the ants occupy the 3 tubes, this outworld is way too small. It's great that Wakooshi thought of this and implemented this spot. The only issue I had is removing it. It's quite secure and the easiest way to remove it is popping it out from the inside. Now, with having looked closer at the Wakooshi Venus nest, we need to add some ants. The ants I chose for this nest were suggested by Wakooshi himself. They are Pheidole Megacephala. No unboxing this time because the ants are for sale. Not this colony, but others like them. They came in a bigger package with other ant colonies, so I did not unbox them. If you want Pheidole Megacephala, I'm getting a restock soon, so keep an eye on the website. This species is very interesting since they can inbreed and are a decent size for a Pheidole species. Before I moved them, I prepared the Venus nest. I filled up the test tubes with tap water and put a ring shot in to make a nest inside a nest. Since this is a small species, I'm sure it would give them a little more stability. The tubes fit perfectly and they click in very easily. I plugged one hole with cotton as I thought the ants don't need the extra tube. Later I put it in anyway. I also removed the heat cable cutouts. At first I thought it was too small, but it was a perfect fit. I also put the Fluon Wakooshi supplied me all over the lid. Then it was time to move the ants into their new home. Best and easiest way of doing it was tapping the ants directly in their new outworld. As you can see, the ants all fell in the outworld and the move actually went pretty fast and easy. A few ants flew out, but I could place them back without a problem. The ants were all running around in the outworld. Luckily, the lid makes it possible to film through and allowed me to get this nice shot of the ants. I put on a red lid so the ants can move in peace. Since the ants had no place to go other than the test tube, they moved very quickly. Putting them on the heat cable definitely helped a lot. As you can see, the ants settled. It's quite hard filming them since they are not the biggest ants out there. They are quite small. The majors are very big compared to the workers and look very cool. The queens seem pretty relaxed sitting on the ring shirt, but this is not what I wanted. I want the ants behind the ring shirt. By bending the heat cable in a curved shape, I managed to get the ants to move behind the ring shirt. You will see this at the end of this video. It was time to feed the ants their first big meal. Lately I bought a few crickets and they make very good ant food. I might even like them more than fruit flies. They are a lot less messy and quite a bit larger. It did not take long before the ants found the cricket and started to feast on it. Funny enough, no majors venture outside the nest to come and attack this prey. This close-up of the ants is really cool. You will see why in a second. I pressed record and went downstairs to get a drink. You see it? One worker dragged the entire cricket away. Holy moly Pheidole. How strong are these ants? Imagine lifting a car like it's nothing. That's how strong these ants are. When I came back I was freaking out since the cricket disappeared from the outworld. How? I only went away for a couple minutes. Then I saw it and I calmed down. The ant dragged it into the nest already. I was very amazed by this. It stirred up the colony quite a bit and there was a lot of panic. Another reason I wanted them behind the ring shirt and not in front. Before we wrap up this video, a special thank you to Wakooshi. You probably know him by now, but if you don't, Wakooshi is a UK based ant store with amazing products. The Generation 3 just launched and it has some very interesting products you should definitely check out. Hopefully I can get my hands on these products as well in the future. And of course, the Venus nest, one of the easiest and best way to raise most ant colonies. They cost $60.95, but after using the code Esthetic you get 10% off. This is a killer deal if you ask me, and the Venus nest should be in every ant keeper's arsenal. They do ship to the EU, so don't be afraid. I'm very happy with this Pheidole Megacephala colony, and I know they are going to be a lot of fun to keep. It would be amazing if they would ever inbreed, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching this video. Are you hyped about this colony? Let me know in the comments. I will see you in the next video. Bye.